Hello everyone, so today we're taking a ride on the route first Brno track, and it's gonna be an informational video to tell you how to behave on the route, just to pay attention to the signs that you see alongside the rails and stuff like that. So first what we have here, let's disregard the schedule here. So what we've got here, that 130, that actually is your speedo. So that means from now on, from this point, you're allowed to go at 130 kilometers per hour. This is useful. I will later on show you how lowering the speed is announced, because if in the current section of the route there is a defined speed, and in the next section of the route the speed is going to be higher, there is no announcing that. But if the speed is going to be lower, there are actually announcements about that alongside the tracks, so you can easily determine when it's going to happen. So we've got the speed limit on the poles. What also on the poles, the bigger signs that you're going to encounter, that's the distance traveled from the original station. So this is 6 kilometers 200 meters actually, the one that we're passing right now. And some of you probably recognize we are closing in on Brno, which is going to show us more examples of signs that we need to be aware of. This is 6 kilometers 400. Sorry, I've got a bit of cold. 6 kilometers 800 right here, and behind that, the sign with stripes that you'll see. Yes, it's that one right there, just behind 6 kilometers and 800 meters traveled. This sign actually tells you you're approaching a station, or more likely a stop. A stop means there's no signaling in it, and no switches. Basically, just two rails running alongside the platforms. That's what I would consider a stop. This yellow triangle right here, that's the thing I was talking about. The 11 in it, you'll see it popping up on the right hand side of the screen as well. Okay, so it's not there, but anyway, that yellow triangle that you've seen with the 11 written in it, that actually is your announcement that the speed in the next section is going to be lower than in the current section. That 11, if you multiply it by 10, you get the actual speed. So that means the new speed will be 110 kilometers per hour. These announcers about lowering the speed are always situated in my route. They are always situated 1 kilometer ahead of the actual speed lowering. This is because if the maximum speed in the current section of the route is at least 100 kilometers per hour, then by directives you have to have that announcement. You have to have that announcement at least 1 kilometer ahead of the actual speed lowering. Let's get to the station Brno, or to the stop Brno. This signal right here is a block signal, as you can see by the target in there. And here we are. This is your stop Brno. It's been a while since I've built this. Shall we actually stop for somebody? Is there anyone waiting? Oh, there's a couple guys. I'm going too fast. This one right here, the white rectangle with black border that we've just passed, that actually shows you the exact spot where you need to stop. As you can see, I was not entirely precise. I needed to go 4 meters further, but that's not a big deal at this moment. Next, what we have is this black sign with 3 triangles. Let me show you that right here. Okay, that was a bit. That thing right here, that actually announces you're closing in on a signal. These are not always put in front of the signal. They are only put where the signal is, like behind the curve, or if there's a lot of vegetation hiding the signal. So this one means the three triangles, each one of them stands for 100 meters distance. So this means you are 300 meters away from the signal. There is your speed lowering. We've traveled 1 kilometer from the yellow triangle. And also, this Brno sign has the same function as the stripy sign we've encountered before. The difference is that it announces a station with signals and switches. There's a black sign with two triangles. That means in 200 meters you can expect a signal. And this one right here obviously has one triangle. That means it's gonna have, there's a signal in 100 meters. As you can say, for some weird reason, it's not there. I'm currently testing something with the signals, so there's only pole right now. There's no actual signal, but the distances are kept. So there's another speed lowering, as you can see on the left and right hand side. This time it says 10, so that means the next speed will be 100 kilometers per hour, and it has popped up in the upper right corner of the screen now. And as you can see, we're approaching the station that was announced by the sign with Brno written on it. So here we are. And I need to move this this stop marker, that white rectangle with black border. I need to move it onto the pole, which holds the roof of the platform, because oh, damn it. Okay, whatever. Let's just move back a bit. I've also fixed the sound barrier on the left hand side. I need to get rid of the graffiti. It doesn't fit in anymore. Are you actually joking? What the hell is wrong with me? I don't even need to stop here. I'm not sure why I'm stopping, but just to play the announcement, I suppose. So we've got station signs sorted, we've got speed limits and announcements about speed lowering sorted, and there's one more thing that we need to sort out, and that would be the temporary speed changes that are applied in the newest part of the route. We'll get to that in a bit. I just need to leave this station. Don't like it here anymore. Let's go. I'm not going to be stopping in the next station, just FYI. I'm going to go through them because I want to show you the actual signs that we're here for today. Some of you might have noticed I have changed the traction mains, which has brought a significant improvement in performance. I'm not entirely satisfied with them yet, but the frame rates are much higher. This is a part of an ongoing optimization project of the route. I'm hoping to be releasing the optimized version of the route soon. There you go. Here's your speed limit 100. I just passed it. I'm going through a tunnel. Short one this time. There's another one right behind it. Man, those pines are getting too close, I suppose. I need to fix that. Take a look what's going on with them. Right. Piss off. This is the Lipnica Valley. We're soon to reach Lipnica Natsivo. I'm kind of happy with that sound barrier. That one, the wooden one, was a bit lame, I would say. I didn't like it at all. See, there's gonna be a signal. 2 triangles, that means 200 meters. I can already see it from here. And we're approaching a station, Lipnica Natsivo. Same case, the signal is not there because I'm testing something and apparently it's not it's not gonna work until then. There's a couple of things I need to fix. A bunch of locomotives. Like I said, I'm going to go through this station. I'm not gonna be stopping, so I'll probably get a pop-up or a message that I forgot to stop. I haven't. I just don't want to at the moment. There's the stop sign down there, and an announcement that we're going to approach Lipnice High very soon. Let's make it sooner. Yeah, there's the message. I forgot to stop. No, I haven't. Even though you think so. There's the station for you. Even has the same signs on the platforms, or just in front of them. Okay, got that passed. There's a couple of people waiting. I'm sorry. Whoa. And there's the mess up I didn't want to make. I didn't want to make that one, but I did it. Let me brake a bit. I'm sure the passengers enjoyed that. I most surely would have. And now I want to show you temporary speed limit changes. Usually they are in action when there's a construction work on the tracks, or if the tracks are in bad technical state. That means they are going to be replaced or something like that, because these are not very common. They are sort of rare, but not here in Czech Republic, but probably in other countries they are sort of rare, because the rail network in our country is a pile of garbage sometimes, or in some places. But yeah, you might encounter that, and in my route it is actually used. So I'm going to show you what it is and how it looks like. There's a speed limit. Note to anyone, that speed limit is overridden by what I'm going to show you now. So even though there's 120 in the specified section of the route I'm going to tell you about, it is overridden. Just brake from. Alright, so as you might have noticed, there's a yellow triangle with a 5 in it. It is upside down compared to those announcers about speed lowering. This one is upside down because, like I said, it's for temporary speed limit changes. It's this one. The 5 in it means it's actually gonna be 50 kilometers per hour in the specified section, and I'm going to show you now how that section is identified. So we're going to pass 120 now, so that's okay. Until further notice, we can go at 120. But once those signs I have used show up, we actually need to slow down to 50 kilometers per hour. That announcement about 50 kilometers per hour is also located 1 kilometer ahead of the actual lowering, so that might help you. And now let's take a look. Yes, I have forgotten to stop at Lipnice High, of course, sure. And now let's take a look at the actual signs. As some of you might expect, it's on the bridge. If you have driven through the route, you were receiving negative points or punishments, if you want. What up, horses? There we go. So, closing in on the bridge. And yeah, some of you might have already noticed the yellow rectangle with a Z in it. So that is where that temporary speed limit lowering starts. This one. So from this point on, until further notice, you need to go at 50 kilometers per hour, okay? And that yellow rectangle, or the speed limit lowering, the temporary speed limit lowering on the route, is cancelled out by the white rectangle with K, which we are approaching now. So once your whole train passes that K, you can go at 120 again. But until then you have to watch out, because otherwise you will receive negative or penalization. Okay? So I hope that makes it clear for some of you. I believe this might actually have helped you. But yeah, if there are any questions or anything, just post a comment on the forum or put a comment under the video and I'll try to help you. See you.